What is absolutely popping, y'all? Today we are going through my entire Balisong collection, and it has gotten pretty big. Let's get right into this awesome video. So as you guys can tell, I have gotten a pretty big Balisong collection over the past year or two, over the past few months. Today we're going to be going through every single Balisong. I have these arranged in order of when I got them, and then some other Balisongs that technically aren't mine, but that I'm borrowing or going to be giving away. Yeah, the giveaway winner is going to be announced in this video, so stick around. I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about each Balisong, when I got it, how I got it, and yeah, let's get right into it. So we're going to start all the way down here with my combs. So if you guys don't know, I started getting into Balisong flipping, the hobby Balisong flipping, in January of 2024. Now I get this question a lot, especially in my streams, like, oh, when did you get into this? When did you start? When did you get into flipping? When did you start doing this? Yada yada. And I started flipping in January of 2024. Now, when I got into flipping, I didn't actually start with a comb. I actually started with one of the Lego Balisongs that you guys saw over here. I had a really rough version of this design. This really rough design right here is actually what I started with. Now, I think when I started, both sides had these flat tiles on them, and I did not have the stud design yet. But I learned my first thumb rollover with this Balisong. So yeah, I really have a certain thing for Lego Balisongs, not only because I think they're cool, and they work surprisingly well, and I just love designing Lego Balisongs, but that's actually what I started with, so they're kind of nostalgic in a sense, and it brings back memories of learning my first few tricks. So yeah, I actually started with this Lego Balisong, and then I eventually got my first ever metal Balisong. Now, when I got my first ever metal Balisong, I didn't get one, but two. I got two combs off of Amazon. It was in a combo for 20 bucks. So if you go on Amazon, you can probably find these combs. Now, if you guys cannot already tell, I went in and I swapped out the combs on this. So originally, it was the all black comb and it was an all silver comb. So the two, this one was all black, this one was all silver, but I decided to swap the combs over because I thought it looked cooler. So I have two combs, and these are the Balisongs that I learned most of my pretty intermediate to advanced tricks on. I learned the helix with this, and oh my goodness, did the helix take me a long time. It took me hours to learn the helix, and I was like legitimately crashing out. I did not start out just doing absolutely awesome like some Balisong flippers. Cough, cough, Trenton Bailey. But yeah, I have had some very good times with these combs, and absolutely crashing out over certain tricks. And yes, they do work. I have used these things to comb my hair before. They don't work well, mind you. They are metal. They don't feel the best. But they do work for combing your hair if you are in a sticky situation and you need a hair comb. So yeah, I'm just going to set them out as I go right over here. So I started out with the Lego Balisong, and then I think it was like a month or two later that I got the combs. So I think I got the combs about March of 2024. We'll call it March or April of 2024. And then it was a long time later, all right, before I got another Balisong. And that next Balisong was the Canyon. Now, before I start talking about the Canyon, after I got the combs, I had the experience to flip a bunch of Balisongs that my friend Trenton Bailey owned, such as the Nabalis Lightning, a Bali Plus Kraken clone, a few other Amazon Balisongs, which I actually have one right here. This is the Balisong that I would flip all the time of his before I got my combs. He's letting me borrow this thing right now. He still has it. This was his first ever Balisong, and he got it off of Amazon. So back when I was still practicing with my good old Lego Balisong, he would let me try this every once in a while and learn what it was like to do actual thumb rollovers with a metal Balisong, with a metal Balisong trainer here. So yeah, we'll get into that later though. So a little while later, I think it was probably, I'd say October or November of 2024 that I finally got a good Balisong, and that is the Nabalis Canyon. I still absolutely love this thing. I don't have many bad things to say about this. I know a lot of Balisong YouTubers say that the Canyon is too heavy. I really don't have that issue. I think it's honestly not too heavy, especially compared to some of the CCC Balisongs that I have flipped that are all steel. I think Nabalis did a very, very good job with this, and it is still to this day the most durable Balisong in my collection. This thing still has the factory tune on it. Besides the bite handle, the pivot screw on the bite handle has been coming out a little bit. That is only because when I first got into the hobby, I thought it would be cool to, for some reason, take the handle off. I was pretty dumb at the time and didn't know much about Balisongs, so I don't know why I did that, but that's the only reason that this thing has any sort of tune problems, is because I have not tuned it since. I really, really need to give this thing another tune, but as of right now, it still has the factory tune on it. I don't think I've ever put any lube on this thing, and it still is very, very durable. I'm telling you guys, this thing will flip the exact same. If you throw this thing down on concrete, it will literally take a chunk out of the concrete before this thing gets damaged. It is absolutely insane. All right. Now we're going to get into some of the good stuff, all right? The Barracuda V2. Now, with this Balisong is when I started this channel. This channel that you guys love watching, that I call the Balisong Traveler, because I'm known on YouTube as the Balisong Traveler. My first ever video that I posted on my channel, that you can click on right there, or I guess you can go to my channel and watch it. I don't have links yet. I need to work on that. My first ever video was a review of the Barracuda V2. This amazing Balisong from BB Barfly. Now, after I was already flipping the Canyon for months, alright, I was watching a lot of ghost flipping at the time. If you guys don't know, ghost flipping is an awesome, amazing Balisong YouTuber that I really, really liked and enjoyed watching at the time. He eventually inspired me to do Balisong streams, which you guys have been loving. And at the time, he was really liking this Balisong called the Barracuda V2 from this company that I didn't know much about, titled BB Barfly. And so because of it, I was really considering getting this Balisong, even though it was really expensive. Because to me, at the time, when I was really not that much into the hobby, spending $150 was a lot of money for a Balisong. It was going to take a lot of doing to get me to buy this thing. But eventually, Blade Bias, aka Ethan Camaro E from Blade Bias, titled the Barracuda V2 as the Balisong of the Year 2024, and that is what convinced me to buy this thing. So I got the Barracuda V2 in, I think, January of 2025. That is actually exactly a year ago now. That's insane to me that time's gone by that fast. I got this thing in January of last year. And then I posted my first ever video, which is a review on this thing, I think February 2nd or sometime in February of 2025. And from there, I got my next Balisong. And that next Balisong is arguably still to this day one of the best in my collection, the Nabalis Cheese. Boy, do I love this thing. The grip on this thing is absolutely awesome. Let's just say I would title this thing S tier. I'm not going to give out too many hints as to what I mean by that, but this thing is S tier, alright? I love the Teflon coating on the handles. It makes for a ton of grip. You guys know how much I love grips on Balisongs, and finishes really matter to me. Overall, the balance is absolutely amazing, and this is one of the best Balisongs that you can get for under $100. I would title it the best Balisong, but there have recently been two other Balisongs that have put up competition with this one, and that is the Nabalis Crescent and the Thomas Balisong Refault, both of which I have in my collection and we will get to later in this video. But still to this day, I love the cheese, and it is still my best public flipper. So anytime that I want to take a balisong out in public and flip, whether I'm just going to the store, I want to walk around downtown, or whether I want to go to a playground and film a video of the playground series on my channel, anytime I want to bring a balisong in public, a balisong trainer, this is what I bring. Because this is a very public-friendly balisong. Nobody is going to think that this is a live blade in any way, shape, or form. This is my absolute best public flipper, still to this day. Next up in my collection, we have the Impulse. Now, we have made a huge jump by now, okay? From the Cheese to the Impulse. By the time I got the Impulse, Ghost Flipping, yeah, the YouTuber I mentioned earlier, he had shouted out my channel. Now, I had had my channel for quite a few months with just these balisongs here. Nothing else, just these balisongs here, and then occasionally I do a trade with Trent and Bailey, like I told you. So, the reason I actually got the Impulse, this was a gift from a family member for getting my video shouted out by a big YouTuber. Because Ghost Flipping at the time, he was a really big YouTuber to me. I mean, the dude's awesome. He has over 30,000 subscribers, and he was at the time, and I would say he is still even now, but technically since he's not actively posting, I would not consider him to be my favorite. But at the time, when I got the Impulse, he was absolutely my favorite balisong YouTuber. He actually came into some of my streams and said hi, and then decided to post a full video about my channel, which you guys can go watch on his channel. He made a video about my channel, shouting out my channel, talking about how he liked my channel. And keep in mind, at this point, I had less than 200 subscribers. Literally, less than 200. I think I was at 178, I think, something like that. I did not have that many subscribers. But the Impulse was a new balisong that I really wanted to review because I knew that it would get my channel a lot of views, and I knew that it was a review that people had been waiting for. So I finally was able to get the Impulse as a gift from a family member after Ghost Flipping shouted at my channel. And since he shouted at my channel, I kind of blew up from 200. I went from under 200 subscribers to I think about at 250. His shout out video isn't really what made my channel blow up, but I'll get into that later. But if you guys go back and watch my review on this balisong, I will be thanking Ghost Flipping in that video. You guys see me thanking Ghost Flipping in that video for shouting out my channel, because it meant a whole lot to me, and it still does to this day, that he would take time out of his day to make a video dedicated to my channel. And I think I got this thing, oh shoot, that was 2025. I think I got this thing in June of 2025, but I could be wrong. It was June or July. I think it was June of 2025. Next up, we have the Nabalis Wing. Now, at the time, when I have the Impulse and all these other balisongs here, my dream balisong at the time is the Nabalis Wing. Now, since I got the Impulse, from there, I started doing daily live streams. I had been doing daily live streams for a while, but they weren't really big. Finally, my live stream started catching crazy views, and I mean crazy views. My most popular live stream currently, I think, has over 270,000 views. That is more views than Ghost Flipping's most popular live stream that he ever did. My live stream started catching absolutely insane views. So, eventually, I passed 1,000 subscribers. Very quickly, mind you. After I passed 1,000 subscribers, it basically skyrocketed from 1,000 to 10,000 in just a few months' time. But I'll get into some of that later in the video. So this right here was a gift from a good family member of mine. Now, this family member knew that this was my dream balisong. He knew that I had been really wanting this balisong, that it was my dream balisong, but I just didn't want to spend that kind of money on it at the time. And he got this for me as a gift for hitting 1,000 subscribers. Now, at the time when I filmed my review for the Nabalis Wing, which you can also go watch, I think I was at around 5,000 subscribers at the time. My channel kind of blew up and skyrocketed from 1,000 subscribers to 20,000 subscribers in just 2 months. It's absolutely insane, and I'll get into that a little more later in the video. But overall, this thing was a gift from a family member for hitting 1,000 subscribers. It is still one of my favorites in my collection. I really enjoy this thing. I really enjoy the jimping on this thing, and I really enjoy the grip on this thing. Many YouTubers that you will hear say that this thing's slippery. They'll say that these curves here on this Balisong just kind of make your fingers slip off of that. And I would entirely, in every single way, disagree with that statement. I think this Balisong has an insane amount of grip. It ultimately comes back to your personal flipping preferences, like I always say in my videos. It matters what type of Balisongs you like, not what type of Balisongs big YouTubers like. So you guys may find this Balisong slippery. I personally do not. I think this has a lot of grip, and I really enjoy it. All right, now next up, this is an interesting one. I have my second Impulse. That's right, the second Impulse. This is the exact same Balisong as this one right here, except in a different color. Now this was, I got this in a really interesting way. I did not pay for this. Technically this was a gift, but the family member who got me the Nabalis Wing decided to enter with me into a photo competition on Nabalis. So Nabalis at the time was doing a photo competition of the Canyon, and it was called the Canyon Roaming. This was in August of 2025, all right? That was just a few months ago, August of 2025. Nabalis did a photo contest called the Canyon Roaming Photo Contest. Now, this family member of mine really, really enjoys photography. He always had. He grew up doing photography. He has always loved photography. He actually won the Canyon Roaming Photo Contest, and he won this Impulse from that contest. This is the prize that he won from winning that Nabalis Photo Contest. And he knew, of course, since I'm the one that tried to get him to enter into the contest, he gave it to me. Because, of course, I am very much into Balisongs. I really appreciate it. If you're watching this, thank you. It means a lot to me. So he gave me my second Impulse, which I considered doing a giveaway for a while, and then I kind of went away from it, because this is a really beautiful Balisong that I can use for doing more photos and videos for in the future. Again, I think this was about, it was about August to September that I got this Balisong. Next up, we made a huge jump here, and I mean a huge jump. The Squid Industries Kraken V3 trainer. Like I said, by now we have made a huge jump from all Nabalis Balisongs, and not that many expensive ones here, to the Squid Industries Kraken V3 trainer. Now, I got this thing yet again as a gift. By now, a few months have passed. It is November. This is another one of my dream Balisongs, or a Balisong that I've really been wanting. This was a gift from multiple family members. They pitched in money and bought me a Kraken V3 trainer. This thing cost, I think to be exact, $265 US because it is the inked out version. And if you guys will notice, inside of this Kraken, I have Zippy mods, aka Zippy inserts. Now, Zippy actually sent me these mods. Not only did he send me the inserts, weighted and unweighted inserts, he also sent me plugs to go in the end. I think Zippy sent me these a little while after I got my Kraken. I think he actually sent me these in November also. So all of this happened in November. I got the Kraken. Zippy sent me mods. Huge thank you to Zippy. I really appreciate it, man. I still need to work on getting my full review out of Zippy mods. You guys can expect that sometime in the future. So by now, it is November. I have a Kraken that I've been loving and going on road trips with and taking photos of. Because if you guys don't know, I love going on road trips. I'm literally called the Balisong Traveler, and I love going hiking and taking nature photos of Balisongs. So by now I have the Kraken. Zippy sent me a bunch of mods, and it's November. Next up, what else do we have here? We have the BB Superfly. Now I want to pause here a second and note to you guys, my collection has grown an insane amount over the past few months. Even just from August to now, I have gotten, like, my collection is, like, doubled in size. It's absolutely insane. And that's all thanks to these companies that I'm talking about in this video. At the moment that I'm filming this video, I have 7 Nabalis Balisongs. I have 1 Squid Industries Balisong. I have 1 Thomas Balisong. And I have every Balisong that BB Barfly makes, besides the OG. So I have the Barracuda V2, I have the Superfly, and I even have a Firefly, which I'll show you guys later in this video. So, the Superfly. Speaking of BB Barfly, by now it is, I think... Shoot, wait a minute. I'm not sure if BB Barfly sent me the Superfly before or after I got my Kraken. I think it was actually after. Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, maybe? I don't know. Okay, sorry guys, I'm losing my train of thought here. I think BB Barfly sent me this Superfly in either October, November, or December. I think it was late November, early December, but I could be wrong. He could have sent me this in October. I honestly do not remember. It's either October or late November. Let's just call it late November, after the Kraken, okay? So, after the Kraken, yeah, that's correct. Because Zippy sent me that first. Okay, I got it right. So, after I got the Kraken in November, Zippy sent me mods, also in November. Late November, BB Barfly sent me a Superfly. Now, I want to give a huge shout out to BB Barfly here. This is not just any Superfly. This is an HX Superfly, all right, which I absolutely love. I sent BB Barfly a message saying, "Hey man, would you be interested in sending me a Balisong to review for you?" He originally said, "No, I'm sorry, I can't give you any for free, but I can give you a discount because I know our prices have been going up, but I do appreciate it." And then, so I thought that was the end of it, right? I mean, that's totally cool. BB Barfly is awesome for that, giving me a discount. That way I can buy some more Balisongs to review. No. He wasn't done there. He went, and the next day, I checked my phone, and I have an Instagram notification, a DM from BB Barfly. He says, "Hey man, I was digging through my own collection." Can we just stop right there and realize what BB Barfly said? Digging through his own personal collection to try and send me a Balisong. That is absolutely insane. That is awesome. He thinks I'm awesome. He says that he thinks I'm awesome. But dude, I do not compared to you, bro. That is insane. So let me continue reading this text, all right? So I get a text. He says, "Hey man, I was digging through my own personal collection and found a Superfly hex design, a Superfly HX that I can send you." So at this point, I'm thinking, hold it, man. What? But yeah, he was totally honest about it too. He said it should still be in good condition. I think I flipped it a little bit, but it should still be in good condition. I'm over here thinking, man, I don't care what condition it is in. It could be a total beater. The fact that you're sending me a Superfly from your own collection is sick. So, BB Barfly, late November, sent me a BB Superfly from his own collection. Thank you, BB Barfly. I appreciate it. This is still one of my favorite Balisongs. Now, for the Balisong itself, I think that the Superfly, still to this day, is one of the best Balisongs you can get on the market. And it is still one of my favorites, and it is my first and only, as of right now, titanium Balisong. And I've learned from this that I love titanium Balisongs. All right, next up, what do we have? We have the Thomas Balisong Refault. Now, this is late November, early December. This is early December by now, all right? I'm getting lots of requests on my streams, all right? Because at this point, I'm doing daily live streams, as you guys know. You guys love my streams, from what I can tell. Everybody always, I get more comments on normal videos asking when I'm going to stream than comments about the actual video. You guys love my streams. So at this point, I'm doing daily live streams, all right? And I'm having a lot of people asking me about the Thomas Balisong Refault. I have a lot of people saying, "Hey man, you should get the Refault. Hey, you should get the Refault. Hey, do you have the Refault? Hey, what do you think about the Refault?" And I'm saying, I don't know, because I don't own one. So I was considering going on Amazon and buying a Refault. Right before I was about to go on Amazon and buy a Refault, I decided, you know what? I haven't even messaged Thomas Balisong, so I decided, why not just message Thomas Balisong and see if he's willing to send me one? Like, it's a long shot. I doubt it. I'll probably just go on and order one. But I sent him a message, and I went to bed. Okay, so I was sending him a message late at night. The next morning, I get up, I wake up, and I see a message that says, "Hey, bro, Tainto or Bowie?" That's all he replies with. It's just, "Hey, Tainto or Bowie?" What do you mean? What? Tainto or Bowie? I don't care, man. You're willing to send me your Refault. Let's freaking go. So I replied to Thomas Balisong. I say, I think I'll go with a Bowie trainer blade. And he's like, all right, what color scales? And then I tell him what color scales I want, yada yada. Nonetheless, Thomas Balisong sent me a Refault, which I absolutely love. It is still one of my favorites in my collection and puts up really good competition with most of my Balisongs. I actually used this Balisong in a recent tutorial that I did. You guys can go check that out, the Around the World tutorial. And it is still one of my favorites. I absolutely love the G10 on this thing. Huge shout out and a big thank you to Thomas Balisong for sending me this. I really appreciate it, bro. So by now, it is early December. I have the Refault, and I had just filmed my Christmas-themed video with this thing. And in that Christmas-themed video, if you guys don't know, you guys can go check that out. I have a full review of this Balisong in that video. I used this thing as, I guess, my Christmas Balisong to unbox in that video. Again, huge thank you to Thomas Balisong for sending me the Refault. If you guys want to see my full thoughts on the Refault, make sure to go watch my Christmas video where I did a full review of this thing. All right, moving on. Next, we have a discontinued Balisong. Haha, get it? The video. Anyways, this right here is the Extrusion V1.5. Now, if you guys don't know, before Nabalis started making the Impulse, aka the Extrusion V2, they made this Balisong called the Extrusion. And this was a Balisong that I had really wanted for a while. This is a Balisong that I had wanted since Christmas of 2024, actually. This was on my wish list. It was a Balisong that I never was able to get my hands on. I just wasn't willing to spend the money. But I saw a guy on Bally Market on Instagram, on Balisong Marketplace on Instagram, and I saw that he had this in his little collection that he was selling. So I messaged him, and I was like, hey, is this the improved grip version? He was like, yes, sir, it is. So I bought this from him for $40. Of course, this is a older Nabalis Balisong, so it's pretty beat up. Let me just show you guys the tap. Has an insane amount of tap and play on this thing. And the Zen pin on the bite handle is even falling out. But I still really like this Balisong for some reason. I think it has to do with the grip, and I really enjoy the balance because this thing is an all-aluminum Balisong also. Alrighty, next up, and by now, guys, this is December, alright? This is mid-December, late December-ish at this point, okay? So this is a little bit before Christmas time. This is mid-December. Moving on to the most recent Balisong that I just got, alright? The Nabalis Crescent. Now, this Balisong I actually did not get in 2025. This Balisong I just got yesterday. So, oh, darn it. Anyways, like I was saying, I did not get this Balisong in 2025. I actually just got this Balisong yesterday. At the time I'm filming this video, this is January 10th. And I unboxed this Balisong on stream yesterday, which was January 9th of 2026. So this is my most recent Balisong. I got this thing here in 2026, and I absolutely love it. I plan to post a full review on this thing pretty soon. What I can tell you guys for sure is that this is the most advanced Balisong that I have ever flipped that costs under $100. This is more advanced than the Refault, than the Cheese, than the Canyon, anything else that I've flipped. This thing is insane, and it really reminds me of how I assumed the Seraph would flip. I have never flipped a Seraph, but when I hear the Seraph, when I imagine the Seraph, the fact that it is lightweight titanium with a lot of grip, this thing totally reminds me of how the Seraph would flip. And I can, without question, tell you guys that this is the absolute grippiest Balisong in my collection. I have things like the Cheese, which has a ton of grip for its Teflon. Have things like the Extrusion V1.5, which has the sandpapery type grip. I have the Superfly. I have the Refault. And even compared to all those, I can without a single doubt in my mind tell you guys that this is the absolute grippiest Balisong in my collection by far. There is like zero comparison. The grip on this thing is absolutely nuts. I don't even know how to really describe it. The kind of material, the kind of texturing on this G10 is absolutely freaking insane, and it looks really sweet too. All right, moving on. Next up, we have some really cool Balisongs, all right? We're going to move on to the Lego Balisongs. That's right. First up, we have this Lego Balisong right here. Now, every Lego Balisong that I'm about to show you is the exact same base design of the first Balisong that I started with. Since then, I have improved the design a whole bunch and have actually been sending Lego Balisongs to different big YouTubers. Now, these are YouTubers you probably recognize. I sent one to Benjamin Flips, I sent one to The Buffness, and I even sent one to this smaller YouTuber named The Orchid. I think he's still named The Orchid. He may have a different name, though. I don't know. I'll put his channel on screen right here. Whatever name this says right here. I don't remember it. I think it's still The Orchid, though. Now, this Lego Balisong right here is actually going to another YouTuber. This Lego Balisong right here, though technically it's mine, I built it, this is not mine. I am sending this to someone. This Balisong right here is actually going to Spark Flips. If you guys know Spark Flips, he's an awesome YouTuber. He just passed 1,000 subscribers, and he has been waiting on this Lego Balisong. And I'm actually going to be sending this to him very, very soon. I've just been really busy with the holidays. This thing has a different blade design than the original one, which makes this blade a lot heavier, this trainer blade here. You can see there's more plastic on it, making it heavier, making this thing not as handle bias. This is still very much a handle bias Balisong. I would not call this thing neutral in any way, shape, or form, but it is much, much lighter handle bias than the original. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this thing, Spark, whenever I send this to you. So I will set this right up here. Next up, we actually have, I'll do that later. Right now, we have the current Lego Balisong that I've been using. This thing looks pretty sweet. It is black, I guess silver if you want to say it's silver. It's black, light gray, red, and dark blue. Even here it has like a little dark blue translucent red piece on the inside there. This thing looks pretty sweet. I really enjoy this thing. This is the modern design that I made for myself. So this is my Lego Balisong. As you can tell, I've really loosened up the pivots. That's one thing about Lego Balisongs, is that the pivots get really, really bindy. You have to loosen them a crazy amount to get them to flip properly. So as you guys can definitely tell, I have loosened this one a whole bunch by flipping it. This is my modern, current Lego Balisong that I use way more than I use that one over there. So yeah, this one looks pretty sick. This is basically the exact same design as Spark's Lego Balisong and the Balisong that I sent to Benjamin and the Buffness and all those guys. Next up, we have a pretty special one. Oh shoot, I forgot. I gotta set it down here. My bad, y'all. All right, next up, we have a pretty special one. This is the Christmas-themed Lego Balisong. Now, as you guys can see, this trainer blade type is different than the one on those two. It's a lot smaller, so this thing is very, very handle bias. This is not a neutral flipper that much. It definitely flips. It can do most tricks that you can imagine besides Chaplin's, but this thing is pretty dang handle bias. And as you guys can probably tell, I don't think I really have to tell you guys this. This is my Christmas-themed Lego Balisong that I featured in my Christmas video. This is the Balisong that I'm actually giving away to one of you guys watching this video right now. Now, you are no longer able to enter into this giveaway. This is a giveaway that I did for Christmas. I just am really, really late announcing the winner. I actually am going to be announcing the winner right now in this video. So, let me set this down a second. Alright, so in my hand right here, I have the names of every single person that entered in this giveaway, which is not the crazy amount that I expected, but there's still a really good amount of people that entered into this giveaway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw out these papers here, and we're going to choose one. Boom. There's the papers, okay? Now, don't read any of the names, okay? I'm going to flip this Lego Balisong, and I'm going to drop it and see where it lands. So I'm going to fumble a thumb roll over. Ooh, looks like, it didn't really land on anything, so I'm not going to even count that one. We're going to see where this thing lands. Come on. I'm just going to flip till I drop it. I'm going to do risky tricks that I don't normally do with this thing. It, again, did not land on anything. Okay, come on. Aha. What did this thing land on? Godzilla. Okay, looks like Godzilla, buddy. You have won the giveaway. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations on winning this brand new, or I say brand new. I built this thing. Christmas-themed Balisong. I'm sorry, Youngblood, I know you entered in this. I'm sorry, Grim Pivot. I'm sorry to all the other people that entered and did not win. But you never know. I may be doing more giveaways sometime in the future, so stick around on my channel. But congratulations, Godzilla, on winning this Christmas Balisong. I will contact you and make sure to get this thing to you. Anyways, so yeah, timeline for that thing is, what was I saying? Yeah, timeline for this thing. I built this thing for my Christmas-themed video that I've mentioned here in this video. And this is the giveaway Balisong. So I made this thing around Christmas time. I really don't know. I don't remember when I built that one. I don't think I told you guys when I built those because I really don't remember. Next up, we have some really cool Balisongs. So that's about the end of it for the Lego Balisongs. But next up, we have Balisongs that I am currently borrowing from people. Now, these technically are not mine. I do not own these, but these are Balisongs that I'm borrowing. First up, we have the Balisong that I told you guys about earlier in this video. This is Trenton Bailey's first ever Balisong. This is his first ever Amazon Balisong. He's currently letting me borrow this thing. It's obviously a CCC, which does stand for cheap Chinese crap. I honestly... It's not the worst flipper. Okay, it kind of is. It's not the worst flipper in the world. Let's put it like that. It is the worst flipper in my collection. It's just not the worst flipper in the world. This thing, it's absolutely busted. Yeah. There's not much to say about this thing other than it sucks. But I do appreciate Trenton letting me borrow this thing and have this for a little while. You guys have probably seen this here on my channel for the past few months because he's let me borrow this thing for quite a while now. I'll put this down here. Next up, we have another Balisong from Trenton Bailey's collection. Again, he's not even letting me trade these, alright? So, he does not have any of my Balisongs right now. He's literally just letting me borrow these. We have the Armed Shark Nautilus clone. Now, as you guys can see, he tried painting this. Him trying to mod and paint this, it did mess up the flipping of this thing for a while. I was able to tune it, though, put some lube on it, kind of take it apart and re-put it back together. And I was able to fix the flipping overall on this thing. So this thing's overall a very, very good flipper. It's definitely what I would recommend if you guys are wanting to get a Nautilus. I'd recommend getting an Arm Shark clone. It's really, really good. I really enjoy it. And they are even compatible with Zippy inserts and glider scales for the Nautilus, like custom Nautilus scales. So overall, this thing's absolutely amazing. It is one of the only Balisongs in my collection that runs on tang pins, though, which is pretty interesting. It's the only good Balisong in my collection that runs on tang pins, other than my CCCs, like my Combs and his other Balisong there. Overall, I love this thing. It's very, very good for tech flipping, in my opinion. This is one of the most advanced Balisongs in my collection at the moment, for sure. Technically, it's not my collection, but again, Trenton's letting me borrow this, and I do appreciate it. Alright, next up, we have, what do I want to do next? You know, we'll do the last Lego Balisong. Yeah, that's right, there's a Lego Balisong left. So if you guys saw earlier, we have this white box here. Now, what is in this white box, you may ask? Well, this is a pretty special Lego Balisong. I have a note there that you guys won't get to see in this video on this channel, but you may get to see in a different guy's channel. I don't know if he's going to show it or not. Here we have a pretty cool looking Lego Balisong. Now, this Balisong is yet again going to a big YouTuber. This YouTuber is not me. It's not Benjamin. It's not the Buffness. It's not Spark. This is actually going to Balisong Flipping himself. That's right. Brandon, Balisong Flipping, is getting this Lego Balisong in my hand right now. I wasn't going to leak this thing, but it's been too long since I have tried to ship this thing out. I've been really busy with the holidays and stuff, so I'm sorry, Brandon, for the long wait. This thing will most likely be to you pretty soon in this exact little white box here. And if you guys are wondering what this is an extra blade that you can use. So if you want to have really strong handle bias, use that one. If you want to have a really light handle bias and more neutral flipping, use this blade that's currently on it right now. And of course, these are all trainer blades because, well, they're Lego. Alrighty, guys. Oh, no, shoot. What am I saying? I thought this was going to be the end of the collection. It's not. I still have one last Balisong. Cool. But yeah, this thing is going to Brandon Balisong Flipping. I hope you enjoy this thing. And I'm excited to see your thoughts on my Lego Balisong design. We will just put this back all fancy like it was before. And we'll put this thing right up here. All right. Last but not least, this is the last Balisong in my collection. The BB Firefly. Again, I have the Barracuda V2 that I ordered and paid for myself. I have the Superfly, which BB Barfly sent to me. And this is a Balisong that I actually bought for a family member. This is not mine. I did not buy this for myself. I did pay for it, though. I bought this for a family member, and she is letting me borrow this thing for a few videos, including this one right here. This thing is the cotton candy variant, so has a teal, like a teal blue bite handle with the pink safe handle with the trainer blade series on the BB Firefly. I absolutely love this thing. I like this thing more than I expected. If you guys don't know, I really hate chunky Balisongs. Like, I cannot express to you how much I despise chunky Balisongs. But this thing surprised me. This is like the chunkiest, big boy chungus that you can currently buy. And it's weird. It's really weird. But I like it. It's weird in a good way. I'd recommend trying out this thing if you haven't and seeing how you like it for sure. I think, oh yeah, I got this thing for my family member, for her, about Christmas time. So this was supposed to be a Christmas gift. She's letting me borrow it for this video. Let's put this down here, give you guys an end view. So, we have gone through every single Balisong in my collection. My collection has grown an insane amount since I started flipping. I started flipping in January 2024 with these Balisongs over here, and gradually my collection has gotten insane with Lego Balisongs up top, borrowed Balisongs on the bottom. My collection currently has
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21 Balisongs in my collection. That is absolutely insane, guys, and I could not have done it without you guys, without the amount of views that my channel has gotten, and the amount that my channel has blown up. Overall, the people in the community is partly what has encouraged me to get all of these Balisongs and continue in this hobby. Ghost flipping, I appreciate you. You're the one that really started off my channel, making it big by shouting out my channel. Brandon Balisong flipping, I appreciate you. Obviously, I'm sending you a Lego Balisong. I appreciate everybody in this community. Thomas Balisong, I appreciate you for sending me a Refault. BB Barfly, I appreciate you for sending me a Superfly. That's absolutely insane. Nabalis. I appreciate you making Balisongs. Get back to me on Instagram, please. Anyways, enough about that. That's beautiful, Katie. No, we're not going to go there. So yeah, this is my entire Balisong collection. I hope you guys like this video. I will probably post another one at the end of each year if I continue in this hobby, which I plan to. I have every intention to continue in this hobby as of right now. I hope you guys will be in my future streams. I plan to stream here soon, probably tomorrow, probably today. I'm going to get back on the grind with the daily live streams, and I even hope to get monetized soon. And later in this year, depending on how much my channel grows, I may even look into merch. I've already been looking into merch. You guys may be getting merch sometime later this year or early 2027. With that, I will see you absolutely amazing, beautiful people. Darn it, I messed up that trick. We can't end like that. Come on. I will see you absolutely amazing, beautiful people in the next one.
When I wake up, gotta set my day up. Fill my heart with joy because the devil's trying to play a game with my mind. My words are a weapon, and I know that I got my eyes fixed on heaven like